Welcome to another edition of Conversations with Backstage. We have now been able to get with the cast of The Hug. I almost forgot the name. That's sorry. The cast of The Hug, and so we're going to interview them tonight and so you guys can meet them before you see the final product. So we have with us Pat Frank and his daughter Laura Frank, and we have Kim, the director again, and myself. So we kind of went over in the last one about Conversations, a little bit why you picked that show for this. So why did you pick this show?
Well, I wanted to do something that was relevant with what we're dealing with right now, with the pandemic, with COVID, but specifically with social distancing. And it needed to be a short play as a companion piece for Conversations, imaginary Conversations with my daughter. And I really wanted to keep with this theme of father-daughter relationship as well. And so I went to different play services and stuff, and this one came up. Well, the title, The Hug, first intrigued me because with social distancing, we're not always able to hug the people that we want to hug, and that's been very challenging. Theater people are very huggy people, as you know. We like to hug a lot, and so then I started reading it, and it's specifically written for the pandemic, social distancing. Now, what's interesting is the playwright left the gender up to the director. It just says parent-child. So, it could be a mother-son, whatever combination you want, but I knew I wanted a father-daughter relationship because I wanted to bring in real-life father-daughter, Pat and Laura Frank.
Yeah.
Pat's done a lot of Backstage shows, as you know, and Laura I've known her since she was a little kid, and so she's worked behind the scenes. She helps her dads with her lines. She's been stagehand. She became stage manager. But this was a perfect venue to put her on the stage. So that's why I selected this one as a companion piece.
Cool. I think it's also interesting, the father-daughter relationship with hugging.
Yes.
Like just that actual thing is just a little bit different than father-son or mother-daughter. It's just a little, I don't know, there's a difference to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So how, being a father and daughter in real life, has that helped you in this performance, or is it the relationship a little different than what yours is, or?
No, it's exactly.
Oh, is it really?
It's exactly like ours is. But,
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, but the funny thing is we went through this.
Really?
Because Laura had COVID.
Oh, okay.
Earlier in the year, back in August.
Yeah.
And, still in the house with us.
Mm-hmm.
And it was difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we're buddies. We were quarantined together for quite a while because at my work I was off for 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And so, my wife was going to work every day, so it was just Laura and I, and we did a lot of things together. And
That's when I was out of school.
Oh,
Because
right.
they cut senior year halfway
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, okay.
so we're used to doing things together. And when she had COVID, it was not only at a distance, stay in your room.
Yeah.
We'll put stuff outside the door.
Yeah.
And then call you.
And then we'll call you. We'll text you. You come
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. Is there anything that you've discovered about your relationship through the play, or just anything that's been cemented by it, or anything like that?
Well, it's emotional for me, and probably for Laura too, because it deals with, in the play, I've had an illness, and she's afraid to make me even worse.
Right.
And we talk about, someday I'm not going to be here, and things like that. So when you're doing that with your own daughter, because that's a reality at
Yeah.
some point,
Yeah.
that's going to be a reality. So it gets, it hits harder for me than if I was doing it with an actress playing my daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. I
That's
can't
why-
even imagine.
Yeah,
how
that's
it
why it
would
was so important to me to have a real-life father-daughter.
Yeah.
And I know these two, and anyone who knows Pat and Laura knows that they have such a close bond. And there are times where she becomes the parent in your real-life relationship. I've seen it even when she was a little kid. Dad, you're not saying the lines right. You need to do it this way. You need to look at your script again. So it just seemed like a good fit for them. And for families who have taken this pandemic seriously, who understand the importance of social distancing, especially if somebody in the family has been infected. This is gonna hit home for a lot of people, and but we ended on a happy note, a light note.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a testament to a father or a parent who's raised his child to be responsible and caring and understanding the big picture of everything. And it's just, I just think it's a beautiful little piece. So.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I think through the play it's helped me keep this motivation to keep doing things safely, just because that could be a reality.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Are you saying I'm old? Because I'm old?
Well,
Yes, yeah, I
Yes.
believe that's what she's
Yes.
saying, yeah. All right, well, I don't want to give too much away because I want you guys to all call in 528-1313 and buy a ticket, or you can go online at cpactn.com and buy a ticket there. So please buy a ticket and see what we've been doing in the pandemic so that we can still bring live theater into your home. So
thank you for supporting the arts. through
Thank
all
you
of
very
this.
much.
yes, thank you so much. Bye, guys.